Hello YouTube friends, Ben Ochart here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Some of you have asked to see a feeding of my fish, and I plan on showing you how I feed each of the different kinds of foods that I feed them. But before I do a major water change like you see the one going on here behind me, I'll usually give the fish a high protein treat. This is important for for some of these predator haps who in nature eat a lot of protein. So I don't do it all the time because I don't want their digestive systems to become overworked or blocked and give us what we call Malawi bloat. Instead, I do it once a week. I give them some frozen krill is currently the treat of choice. So let's go ahead and see what it looks like to give them some frozen krill in slow motion. Let's take a look. And you tell me what you think in the comments below. Let's go. Naturally, the tank boss, in this case the Venusus, will have the first shot of the lion's share. Once he's satiated, then he'll move off, and it becomes a bit safer for the other fish to go after the krill. You'll see him kind of wander off. He's got a, his gullet is completely full with krill. You can't really stuff much more in there, but he'll hang around and still continue to check things out. The fish will start acting pretty excited in anticipation of the krill because they can tell that something is up when I dip the glass that has the krill in it in the tank water to help soften up the krill. So they can already sense that something's going on. Then I drop the main load of krill in. You can see the Venusus. He'd like to get some more, but his mouth is full, so he's going to hang back. And this lets everybody else participate in the feeding frenzy. The eye biter and the Malawi trout are going to be able to get the bulk of it, being the bigger, stronger fish, as is as you can see there, the fire hap. But they all get a shot at it, and as it breaks up, they all get an opportunity to get a little bit in their mouth. Sometimes a fish will try and run off with it, and other fish will try and steal it from them. They get into a game of keep away with it, and you'll see a little bit of that with the eye biter trying to run off with it. Of course, he's not going to get too far. Livingstone, I think, will come up and take some of it from him. All the particles that you see in the aquarium, the bits of frozen krill floating around will disappear within usually about 10-15 minutes. Filtration will take care of all of it. You see there the eye biter trying to hog a big piece. He can't fit another ounce into his mouth, but he's going to try and steal it. Of course, the Livingstone doesn't want he's not going to let him get away with it. But as you can see, they get pretty worked up, and in probably, I'd say, maybe 10-15 minutes, this will all be cleared up. They'll be settled down. A couple of them with their mouths too full will just sort of hide in the plants until they can digest it. So as you can see, they're pretty interested in that frozen krill. They love the stuff, and I usually would just soak it in a little bit of tank water, let it sit for maybe 10 minutes or so, maybe 15 minutes, and then drop it in. Sometimes I'll hand feed them just so I can have them come up and sometimes get a hold of one of my fingers. All fun. None of them really have any real sharp teeth that can break the skin. It's not like having a doveye or a jaguar. So at any rate, that's the feeding. Share your thoughts below, and I'll post another video later that gets into how I feed the pellets and sometimes the flakes that I use. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope to see you on Saturday at the Cichlids Coffee live stream. Hope to see you then. All right, it's a lot of fun. That's it for me.
See you next time.